Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing all about Christmas cookies. This is our Christmas cookie swap collab. There's a number of us that are in it, and we need to thank Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate for inviting us to be a part of it. So what we're doing is we're offering you some lower point cookies. Cookies that you can do a cookie swap with, or you can give to your neighbors or your co-workers or family members, or you can just put it out a tray on your Christmas dinner, or however you like to do Christmas cookies. We're offering you some lower point options to do that with. What I'm making is something that I saw the first time in the 10th grade of all places in a math class. We had a project, and I can't remember what that project was, but this girl, Lee Ann, she brought these cookies, and I've just been in love with them ever since. They make quite a regular appearance around here. I was originally going to make something else, and I don't know why these didn't cross my mind first. I'm glad I did think of them, because they're really cute, and they taste good too. They're like a Rice Krispie treat, except they're made with cornflakes. So I call them Christmas wreaths because you can make them into Christmas wreaths. But if you don't feel like doing that, you can make them into, like I say, a bough of holly. It works both ways. So be sure, go down in my description box, check everybody out, check all their cookies out. You're going to have a nice wide variety of cookies to make and take to your cookie swaps and all these places that you want to take cookies to. So after you check each one of them out, be sure, if you like what you see, hit subscribe if you're not already, hit like, hit notification bell if you subscribe, and that way when we put up something new, you'll know it right off the bat. So without further ado, we're going to go over here, we're going to start making some cookies. Okay, before we start cooking, I need to come to you in full disclosure and tell you you need to change what I did. I'm not scrapping this whole video and redoing it because, first of all, I don't have enough ingredients to finish and do it again. Second of all, y'all see me mess up all the time if you've been here. And if you're new, get used to it because it's just how it goes. Do not substitute the butter. Straight up use full butter, the whole 1/3 cup. You're going to take a 1 point hit per cookie. It's 2 cookies with the substitute. 2 points with the substitute. 3 points with butter. You're probably only going to have 1 cookie anyway. They're cute and festive and pretty. They taste good. I don't want you to not make them because you have to take that extra point. Sometimes points aren't everything. Y'all know that's how I feel. Sometimes you just have an extra point, and it's fine. I mean, it's fine. So if you do choose to make these cookies, I want you to use the butter because these are not setting up. I'm going to show them to you. They're really cute and pretty, but they're not setting up. They're just, there was too much water in that country crock to get it good and sticky. So it's just the marshmallow was not able to set up properly. It's just too watery. So I just want to come on and let you know that what you're getting ready to see shows the substitute. Ignore that. Listen to me now. Use all butter. Take the point hit. Make the cookies. And so now we'll go start cooking. All right, I got our pan heating up, and the recipe calls for 1/3 cup of butter, real butter. That was going to take it 1 more point than I wanted it to be. So I was able to configure the 1/3 cup total with 2 tablespoons of real butter, 3 tablespoons plus 1 teaspoon of the Country Crock Light, and still keep the points where I wanted them. So we're going to melt that. See, the Country Crock main ingredient is water. So I wasn't sure how that was going to react with the marshmallows. I want them to be gooey and not watery. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. The butter and the spread is melted down. Now we're going to add 4 cups of mini marshmallows. Let's just stir it over medium heat till they melt. Okay, now I stirred this the whole time. It just took a few minutes. It didn't take very long. I have whatever's left. You know how you get boxes of food coloring because you think you don't have any, but then you have it, and then before you know it, you have 3 or 4 boxes. So we just want to add enough green food coloring to make it bright green. Okay, that was all of that one. So we know we got to do some more. And I sprayed my spoon here with some cooking spray first to hopefully keep it from discoloring. And then second, let's move that off the heat. See, it's starting to stick to the sides. I don't pay much attention to that. And then second, to maybe help it not stick to the, hold on. I'm trying to, now that I'm to this point, hurry up because we got to move to the other side of the kitchen to scoop them out. And I don't want them to set up before I can get around to that. Okay, I think that's a very pretty green. Now here we have 5 cups plain old cornflakes. Not frosted flakes. Just plain old cornflakes. And I'm gonna stir these up until they're good and coated. Then I'll come back because this is really loud. Okay, I am switching to a spatula because they're not wanting to get completely coated and green. And I want to make sure to smush them around. Okay, if y'all can see this, I do not know why it is not 100% coating these cornflakes. In the past, when I've made them, they were bright green, completely coated. So I don't know if it has something to do with part of it being watery. Maybe the marshmallow's not as thick. So if you want to use all butter, it takes them from 2 points a cookie to 3 points a cookie. So that would be an option you would have. And I've been stirring the 4 out of these things. And I think I'm going to let it go at that because otherwise they're going to start setting up on me. And I'm going to switch it to the other side. Okay, I'm going to put them here on, you don't have to use a baking sheet, but in case I need to move them around, it'll just be easier. So I had 2 scoops, this big one, and I thought this one, they might not go far enough, so I'm going to go with my smaller one. I don't know, a couple tablespoons. And I do not put metal in my non-stick pans, so this is freaking me out. I'm trying to be careful. Now I'm smushing it real hard. And I think because these are not, they don't look like they're wanting to stay together very well. And I believe it's because of that spread. I'm hoping when they set up, they will stick together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these into little holly bushes. I've done that before, just when I was pressed for time. You make wreaths, you put out your, you probably want to make them bigger too if you're going to make a wreath. Put your stuff out, and then take a greased finger, poke it through the middle and open it up and make a wreath. But this way, we're just making little holly bushes, little boughs of holly. Okay, I'm just going to spray my hand and just kind of gather them up. And I've got to hurry because we've got to get our little berries on there. Now you see some of these are smaller. They're not all consistently the same size, but oh. Now some of them you may have a little, like a little hitchhiker. It'll be okay. But definitely, I will come back after these have time to set up. Now these are bigger because I was trying to scrape out the bottom of the pan because they were getting, it was starting to set up in the pan. So these are definitely setting up better. Now the next step is just the little red hot candies. You can get them at all the dollar stores. I calculated 3 per cookie for 30 cookies. So I haven't even added here how many cookies I've got. Push them down in there so they won't fall off. But when you go back, they are in the recipe builder. And so when you do your recipe, when you build your recipe for the number of, boy, this one's wanting to not cooperate. For the number of cookies you actually get, then put in your exact amount, number of Red Hots. Because they're pure sugar, so they have points. I'm going to go back with my hands and just kind of give them a press. That should not hurt the, okay, that was to the side. You can see you're going to get them looking all kinds of ways. So anyway, I'll finish doing this, and once they set up, we'll test one and see how well it worked. Now we already know they didn't set up because I told you beforehand. But I want to show you how pretty they are, because when you do bake them the right way, they do set up. They are going to be very, very festive, like I said. See if you can see. Have I got that up far enough to see? Aren't those pretty? Now don't worry, my family will eat them. They will not go to the waste. So I hope you enjoyed today. Even with the boo-boo, that's just how it goes. If you like what you saw, hit subscribe. I'd love to have you. And what I say pretty much every collab is, I don't know what we'll do, but we'll have fun doing it. So thanks for watching.